In 1970, a round-trip ticket from New York to Los Angeles cost what a used car does today, and that's before you adjust for inflation. For most of the 20th century, air travel wasn't transportation. It was an event, a milestone, something you saved for years to experience once. The economics of that world seem almost unrecognizable now, but understanding why requires us to look at two forces that completely reshaped the industry: regulation and the price of fuel. Before 1978, the airline industry in America operated under tight government control. The Civil Aeronautics Board set routes, schedules, and prices. Airlines couldn't compete on cost. Instead, they competed on luxury. They invested heavily in amenities, fine dining, spacious cabins, attentive service. These extras weren't perks. They were the entire business model, and that model required ticket prices to stay high. Then came deregulation. The Airline Deregulation Act of 1978 fundamentally changed everything. Suddenly, airlines could fly new routes, set their own prices, and compete directly with each other. What followed was chaos and eventually transformation. New carriers emerged, older ones struggled, and prices began to fall. But there was a catch. To compete on price, airlines needed to cut costs somewhere. They eliminated meals, squeezed seats closer together, and streamlined operations. But there was one cost they couldn't control: fuel. And fuel, throughout the 1970s and into the 1980s, was volatile and expensive. Oil shocks sent prices soaring. Airlines absorbed those costs or passed them to passengers. Either way, flying remained out of reach for ordinary families. What changed wasn't regulation or sudden price drops. It was time. As fuel efficiency improved, jet engines became more economical. Supply chains matured. Competition intensified. By the 1990s and 2000, the math had shifted entirely. Airlines could operate profitably on thin margins, serving millions of passengers annually instead of thousands. Today, a flight that once required months of saving takes a fraction of someone's monthly income. The industry transformed not because of one moment, but because of layered economic forces working together. Deregulation removed artificial price floors. Competition forced efficiency. Technology made flying cheaper per seat. And fuel, while still expensive, became manageable within that new model. The luxury airlines of the 1950s and 60s didn't disappear because people stopped wanting comfort. They disappeared because the economics no longer supported them. The market chose volume over exclusivity, and that choice rippled through society in ways that still shape how we travel today. Understanding why flying became affordable isn't just about history. It's about recognizing how regulation, competition, and technology interact to reshape entire industries. These same forces are at work right now in other sectors, reshaping what's possible and what's accessible. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. There's always another hidden economic story waiting beneath the surface of everyday life. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Subscribe to uncover the hidden economic forces reshaping everyday industries. A new story every week. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research.